All right. Everything is live. We're good to go. We're in. What's up, everybody? I need my water. Need some water. How we doing, everyone? What's going on? Building a sick RTX 5080 PC today. Well, I gotta check some. It's your birthday? Dude, it's my birthday soon too. My birthday's on Wednesday. What day is your birthday, Goofy? I'm basically just gonna still be in my late 20s. Okay, not really, but October 1st. Oh, dude, that's coming in hot. That's like that's like next week, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, my face feels all oily. I really want to feel this crap, oil and junk off my face. Okay, that's better. Dude, that is coming in real hot. Wow, look at that auto mod. Well done, Kick. Yo, what up, Panda? How we doing? Okay, let's talk through today's build. So, we've got a Ryzen 9 9950X 3D RTX 5080. We've got MSI's MPG X870E motherboard, the carbon Wi-Fi, 1250 watt power supply. I know it's overkill, but whatever. We've got 5 terabytes of storage. We got 64 gigabytes of RAM. This is Patriot's new RAM. They actually have, it's an ultra low latency. So yeah, it's even lower latency than their standard like CL36000, CL326400 stuff. So really cool. Got some RGB fans, got the Trix Panorama. So we'll have that panoramic LCD screen on the CPU cooler, and then we've got a Corsair 4000D. It's gonna be great. Hope I get a PC soon. I've wanted it for years. Well, you know who to talk to when you need a PC, Goofy. You know who to talk to. But yeah, my birthday is on Wednesday, you guys. Wednesday. It's crazy. All right, should we get started on the build? Should we just get after it? Charles, thank you so much for the sub on the tubes. Appreciate that. Look at this beautiful Founders Edition 5080. These are like impossible to find now. I just happen to have one in stock still. They've been like they've been making a few of them here and there. They made the 50 series Founders Editions a lot longer than they did previous generations, but I think they're finally kind of not making them anymore because I haven't seen any come into stock in a hot minute. Yo, thank you for all those new subs on the tubes, you guys. Appreciate that. All right. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Panda. Wish we could afford one. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, through my website, you can order them on payments if like you, if you're approved through ShopPay. So you don't necessarily have to buy the full thing right up front, but no matter what, a PC is expensive. Like, I get that. Anyways, let's swap on over here. Got the X870E carbon Wi-Fi. Look at all those new subs coming in on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why am I not seeing? Is the vertical chat just being real quiet right now? Is that what's going on? Guess it's just being quiet. It's okay. I'm sure people will wake up. Throw me a comment in the YouTube vertical chat if you're in there and you're just chilling. You can go back to lurking after that. I'm just curious. Yo, what up, Andy Canes? Good to see you. Welcome in on the TikTok stream as well. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Got all those extra goodies None of which we need. But you know, I'm not gonna throw it away. We're just not gonna use it. Miriam, what's up? We got Sharon Unknown, welcome in, welcome in. Andy, how's it going? What's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you in a couple streams. It's good to see you. Sunny. Oh, Sunny Siren. Yo, Sunny Siren, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I was a little confused there. I was like, is it sunny outside? What? I get it now, though. I get it. Trying to upload my Evolve 2 build. Oh, yes. I'm excited to see that. That's such a cool case, man. All right, let's get all these peels off. There's like 30 of them on here. These ones they put under this plastic. I don't know why they do that, but at least it never seems to tear. It seems like it just kind of comes out. After I said that, I was like, this is gonna tear on me, isn't it? Tiny bit did tear. Come on. Come on, MSI. Okay, let's see if we can get this pulled up here. Sunny helped me set up for my first Twitch stream. Hey, let's go. I just recently started streaming on Twitch again. I hadn't been on Twitch since like 2022, and then I finally was like, someone was convinced me. They're like, you should stream on Twitch again. And I was like, okay. So I started streaming my PC builds on Twitch again. Look at that. Look how beautiful this thing is. It's so nice. All good here. Love to hear that. Got our 9950X 3D. Look at this. Look at it. 16 cores, 32 threads, AMD's proprietary 3D cache. It's a beautiful thing. Studying a lot for CompTIA Net Plus. Oh, dude, you're good. I'm just happy to see you. I don't really know what that is. It sounds like a coding language or networking language. I don't know anything about that, but that's cool. What up, Mandy Bear? Welcome in. Perfect for running Rust with you. Let's go. This thing will definitely be able to play some Rust. No question about that. Come on. Come on, little plastic piece. Come on, little plastic piece. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's get our 1 terabyte SSD right here on the top slot. Oop. Oh. Networking. Gotcha. What's this build? Real Madrid. Try typing exclamation point specs. It might not be working in the chat over there, but it's worth a try. If not, we'll port it over. Can someone in the kick stream type in exclamation point specs, and I'll copy that over to the YouTube vertical if it doesn't work over there. Boom. 1 terabyte. The 990 Pro. This thing is gonna have 5 terabytes of storage, you guys. Insane. Insane levels of storage. There we go. Just like that. Look at this. So most, like, you know, the newer motherboards these days all kind of have like this pop-in feature, a lot of them at least. But this is cool. MSI put it in for all of them. How sick is that? How sick is that? All right, we're gonna put our 4 terabyte storage device down here. You're A+ certified already. Networking is the net part of certification from CompTIA. Ah, okay. PC build day. Oh, what's up, Jay Purdue? Welcome in, dude. Gonna be building that PC soon too. There we go. Look at that, just one giant heat spreader. So freaking cool. Just like that, pops right in. Just build yourself a new rig, X870E Aorus Stealth Ice. Ooh, a white build. 9800X 3D 5090 Master Ice. Dude, that's gonna be sick. It's gotta be a sexy PC. I love a good all white build. I bet he's excited. All the videos work. Hold on, let's do this real quick. Copy. Paste. Paste. Oops. Crap. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. I pinned it. There. It's pinned. Got our Patriot Viper. This is like their, I think this is like their first foray into DDR5. I haven't really seen their DDR5 stuff before. We use them a lot in DDR4. They have some of the best like low latency RAM you can get. So I'm really excited that they have DDR5 now. This way. Come on. It's a tight fit. There we go. Have you started gaming on it yet, Feituk? I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay, there it is. Got all that stuff in there. Let's get our CPU cooler out real quick and figure out what the mounting looks like for it. Whenever people choose the 9950X 3D, I was going to, but I read. Yeah, so the purpose of getting an X3D, it does have a dual 3D V cache, is my understanding, but for people who game and stream from the same system, that's where it's better than the 9800X 3D, because the 9800X 3D just doesn't have enough cores for gaming and streaming if you have a lot of stuff going on. So it's much nicer to have the extra cores for the 9950. All right, we don't need that. AM4, AM5, what do we got here? Okay, that, you're gonna need that. We're not gonna use their thermal paste because we got better stuff. We're gonna need that. Probably gonna need those. Don't need this. Okay, there we go. All right, I finally need my screwdriver now. Very nice list of components, listed in the description. We've got the 1 terabyte Samsung 990 Pro is the OS drive. And then we've got a 4 terabyte Samsung 990 for the secondary. Been gaming on Absolute Beast running Cyberpunk 2077 4K Ultra. Love that, dude. That's so cool. All right. Boom. Just like that. Put these bolts back in, and we'll do the bottom half. Yeah, you don't want to use a drive larger than 2 terabytes as your main drive. Ideally, you stick with like a 1 terabyte or smaller for the OS system. So that's why we opted for the 4 as a secondary and then a 1 as the primary. What up, degenerate? How we doing? Okay. Let's make sure those are all nice and snug. Okay, there we go. That's all on there. We can set this aside. Does that have plastic on that too? Kind of looks like it does. Hold on. 1 second, chat. 1 second. This little code reader has plastic on it. There we go. Boom. There's plastic everywhere, you guys. There's plastic everywhere. Okay, we're good now. Now we can set this aside. I'm doing good, man. Having a good time. Sold some PCs, so we're gonna have some build streams for you guys. We're doing freaking great. Okay, let's get our case up here. This is what we're building in today. The Corsair 4000D Airflow. Ugh. Man, they tighten those things down. There we go. Okay. Set that aside. Take the top off. Jeez. Take the side off first. Man, they crank these things down. Okay. Rear side panel off. I'm just kidding. Not that weak, you guys. Just kidding, I am that weak. It was loosening for a second, then it got tight again. Okay, so there we are. Got our 4000D Airflow from Corsair. Incredible case. This is the same case that I'm gonna have in my new stream PC as soon as I, get around to rebuilding it. I actually did, if you guys didn't see, I did a video on, I custom painted mine with some cool like silver aesthetic on it. It looks freaking sweet. Okay, here we go. Let's get our bolts out here. More importantly, switch from an AIM Xbox controller to the SCUF. Talk about humbling. Have used a PlayStation controller in 15 years. Dang, that's a long time. Did your old one just like, your old controller stop working, or did you just decide you wanted something different? There's my motherboard bolts. There they are. Okay. Don't think we need any of these other ones.
What up, Red?
It's nice. They actually don't have any pre-installed fans on the front, which is cool because then I don't have to take them out. What up, Richard? How we doing? You getting a new desk for it to live on too? Corsair does have, yeah, this new mesh pattern is very distinctive. I think it looks really good. I think they're older versions of like the 4000, 5000D. Like they looked okay, but like they definitely were starting to age and just like feel very kind of bleh. I think they did a really good job with these new ones. Yo, reverse flash with the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mandy Bear with the follow as well. Thank you, thank you. Oops. Don't worry, everything's fine. These screws feel awful tight. Like they painted over the threads of the holes or something. It's weird. Once you get past the first little bit, they seem fine, but sometimes those first couple of threads are just feeling a little tight. Thank you, Richard. What's the build for? It's a customer build. She's gonna be using it to game and stream off of. was breaking back paddles at least once a month. It sounds like you're squeezing your paddles a little hard if you're breaking them that often. It's for Panda. She's in the Kick chat. Okay. Tough on ASRock motherboards, burning up some X3D. Oh, thoughts on it? I mean, it sucks. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I could really say about that. It kind of sucks, man. Kind of sucks. What up, Mr. Rainbow? Welcome in. All right, let's get Lazy Susan out here. I'm gonna start this build in earnest. This build is gonna be amazing. This thing is gonna be sweet. It's gonna be nicer than my build, that's for sure. Maybe not as flashy, but it also doesn't cost nearly as much as I spent on mine, so. Yo, Mr. Rainbow, 17 months. That's crazy, dude. Thank you. Okay, let's switch you guys over. There we go. All right, there it is. Look how nice and clean that is. We're gonna ruin it right now. Be free, cables. Be free. Okay, let's see what we got here. Front panel. Look at, they even made the front panel connector nice and short for me. Corsair's doing it right now. I know that they get a little flack because they make, you know, they make a little bit more expensive, more premium product, but when you build in them, you know, you're not upset. You're not upset about the premium quality that you get out of a Corsair. I'm not gonna lie. All right, where are our USBs? Oh, they're over there. Okay, it's probably flipped sideways because they do that now. Yep, it's flipped around. Okay, and we've got a, why is that all funky? Can't both cables just be the same length? Like, what is that? What is that? All right, I'll stop complaining. Okay, USB 3 is down here. I'm gonna put it at the bottom so that we have plenty of room for our GPU stand there. Although now that I look at it, it doesn't matter because it's actually behind that. But whatever, it's fine. Don't ask questions, chat. Don't ask questions. Okay. Actually, this would be a perfect time for you to ask, why are you the way that you are? I hate everything about the way you choose to be. Relax, it's an Office reference, you guys. Chill. Okay. Come on, let go, thank you. All right, let's get some fans in here. Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. Let's get some fans going in here. I think we need to adjust this for 120. That side looks like it's over at 120. This side maybe is. Maybe is. I don't think it is though. There we go. This is actually really cool. So a lot of cases come with like a piece here that can like support either 120 or 140. This one you actually can shift both these and the ones on top. You just shift the brackets around for whichever fan size you have. So these should fit a 120 now, just like that, boom, cool. So let's put our front fans in. Thank you for posting that video about updating MSI BIOS. Hey, you're welcome. Glad it helps somebody out. 3,000 watt minimum. Changed my mind too much for decorating. Wait, what? You're not gonna buy a new desk anymore? I'm not short. What do you mean? I'm 5'10". I'm very average height, thank you. I'm sorry, 5'10" is not that short. And I know that me trying to defend myself is gonna make it sound like I am short, but Mr. Rainbow's just wrong sometimes, you guys. Don't listen to him. Is this Minecraft? No, but the children do yearn for the mines. Where are we at here? The design is ridiculous. It's hard to explain, but for $250, they could make metal paddles. That's fair. That's fair. You could just get some metal paddles made. That'd be cool. Went from a 13900K to a 9800X3D. Got an ASRock motherboard. Got to refund it and choose another motherboard. Any suggestions around 450? This one. This one might be a slightly more than 450 USD. Oh, but you did a white build, didn't you, MK? Or is that somebody else I was reading? No, that's somebody else. Okay, so the carbon Wi-Fi, it's usually closer to 500. So if you want to be in the 400-ish range, the ROG Strix X870E, I think like -F or -H are around that price. Or I really like the MSI Mag Tomahawk Wi-Fi, the X870E. That one's only like $330 or something before tax. Really good motherboard. You will not have any problems with it. Well, you shouldn't have any problems with it. I've used it a bunch. We've always had good luck with them. So I would look at that. Okay. Let's get some fans going. Go through there. Get on the other side. There we go. Okay. Yo, Zetris, thank you so much for all those likes. I appreciate that. What do you put on top of the CPU, the cooler? Air, water? Yeah, this is gonna have why I can't talk. This is gonna have an all-in-one liquid cooler. I like this. Like this whole, like the things are already where they belong. It's not like a slot where you have to find, like you have to pick the right spot for each thing. Corsair's doing something right here. And I'm not just saying that because I'm partnered with Corsair. I actually like their stuff. They cooked here, right? As the kids would say. Can't wait for you to come back to streaming. Has she not been able to stream because of her PC? I can't remember. Just got the Lian Li 216. That's a great case too. I like that one a lot. Oh, your OBS crashed. It's been 5 weeks. Are you going through withdrawals still, or how's that working out for you? I know I would be losing my mind if I hadn't streamed it that long. Compared to me, Red is short. That's true, but Richard is also a massive human being, and not like fat. Richard is a freaking unit, you guys. You don't mess with Richard, which is why I'm always happy to have him with me at Loot Fest, because then I feel like I have a bodyguard around. So rocking a Steel Legend X670E. Nice. Yeah, I think all of the ASRock problems have been mostly with their newer series, their X870s and X870Es, if I remember right. And it could also be well, if you don't have a 9800 X3D or an X3D CPU, then it doesn't really matter. It's not going to cause a problem. But the Lian Li Landcool 3, I think that's what I have right now on my stream PC. I have either the Landcool 3 or the Landcool 2. It's been long enough now that I can't remember. It's a great case though. With like the dual like swing open glass panels like on the sides and stuff. I love it. But we're getting rid of it. It's going away because we just got a new case from Corsair. Haven't figured out cooling yet? Like you haven't figured out what you're gonna do for cooling yet? Yeah, you got to do sit stand, 100%. Even if you don't utilize it very much, it's nice to have one that you can vary the height on. This is obviously a sit stand. My day job like workstation has a sit stand. My gaming station does not have a sit stand, but it's also an 80-inch long desk because I have so much stuff. I have a bunch of monitors and my mic and all sorts of stuff on it. Okay, boom, 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 look at that. All right, now what we gotta do here is some daisy chaining. Gonna daisy chain all these guys. Okay. Okay. Then we got this. Been looking at a cable management tray. Oh, there you go. That's a good thing to do. I used like zip ties or cable ties and some like things that like adhere to your case to deal with my cable management stuff with my new desk. It's pretty nice. But if you have just like a tray that can do it all, that's really great. I guess I have a tray for part of it at least, not the whole thing. Okay. So there's all those fans connected. Let's get the RGB connected now. Gonna keep it for the upgrade since the Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 Pro 420 fits in it. Bro, that's gonna keep anything cool. They have sticky pads that utilize zip ties. Yeah, I got one that's like, it's an actual like tray that is like, has a adhesive on one side and then the tray like part, just like the cover slides on and off. They're okay. I should have spent more and got something a little bit better, but you know, you live and you learn. Nobody sees it, so it doesn't really matter. Not even I see it. It's only a pain really when you have to redo something. That's when I'm like, wow, I wish I would have paid more for this. Okay, we've got a couple of RGB ports here. We'll use this one for reasons unknown to science. We're gonna choose this one. Come on. I hate RGB headers. There we go. Okay, all that stuff's plugged in. Let's get our exhaust fan in here, and then we're gonna route that over to the same stuff there. Oh, this is not the right cable anyways. Cool. Alrighty. I think I left those down here somewhere. Need some extra fan bolts. Great to see somebody building online. Hey, thank you, Grover. It's a lot of fun, dude. We do every build, every build that customers order are built live on stream. So, you know, drop a follow, maybe go hang out, you know, check out our content, like our long form content on YouTube and stuff. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay. All right, let's get that one started. Vivo makes good stuff, man. Okay, I want to put it kind of in the center there. I think we'll still have room for the AIO on top with it centered, so we can always drop it down later if we need to. Name of the PC? What do we mean? What are we talking about here? I want to get into PC gaming, but trying to decide if I should buy pre-built or not. You could buy from me. You can get pre-built on my website that are, you know, they are considered a pre-built, but they are built to the same quality and pricing as my custom stuff. I would build you a sick PC that is very good quality. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this guy is route it all the way over to here. And then these guys are all gonna be controlled by the same channel. Boom. Do the same thing over here. Just like that. Grover, this is gonna have a Founders Edition RTX 5080. Okay. I think we can fit that through there too. This one should fit there as well. Don't think I need to leave this on. No, I don't. Okay. Just cutting this little tag off here because we don't need it. It's just gonna be over there looking ugly, so I want it out of here. Okay. Just gonna kind of stick that up there for now. We'll be able to clean it up more once we get our CPU power cables and stuff in, and we'll start actually tying some of this down in the back. For now, I just kind of want this through to the back and out of the way. And this guy, we're gonna do the same thing. Just gonna plug them in right there. So these are just gonna route across here like that. And then over to here. And then we'll tighten it up over on the side. Cool, cool. Halloween build. I mean, it's a black PC, but it's gonna have a lot of RGB and stuff too. So it's not gonna be an all like darked out system or anything like that. Okay, that stuff's all in and plugged in. Let's get some power cables going in here. Get a new Go back. Get a new laptop from the VA and a printer for school. But man, next game PC, I may have to come check out your custom stuff. Absolutely. That's cool. The VA is going to provide you with that, though. Here's all my power cables. Bro, this power supply is a freaking beast. 1250 watts. Last build was with a height Y70, 9900X, 32 gigs, 1 terabyte, and a 4090 Ti. Nice. XPG Vento. Ooh. All right, here's all of our cables. There's our bolts. Throw those over there. Let's get the cables out that we're gonna need. Hey, Alex, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's see, 82% sure my sit Sandex is a Vivo. Oh, there you go. Within the power board button, that is a finger reader scanner and sensor. What? What are we talking about? Okay, got our motherboard power. Got 1 CPU power. We're not gonna need SATAs. Got GPU power, 600 watt. Got PCIe, we don't need. Got another 600 watt, don't need. Got Molex, don't need. And we've got another CPU power. There we go. That's what we need. Do you have any tips? I have ARGB fans in the front that are all connected and stuff, but no color. I mean, do you have it turned off? Like there's a BIOS setting I think that you can turn off LEDs. Do you have like any RGB control software installed that you could check it? I mean, SATA power cables get used a lot, just depending on what you have in your system. It's not for SATA drives much anymore. It's usually for like RGB hubs and stuff that need additional power. Yeah, hopefully no one's buying computers right now with SATA drives in them, because they're getting scammed probably. It's ridiculous. Okay. Feed that over to the back. Okay. The guy came back through to the top. Cool. Standard 120 fans all around? Yes, sir. 120 fans. This thing is gonna have solid cooling too. I mean, you don't really need anything more than that. Okay. Pull that back so those kind of match. There we go. Cool. Cable tie over here for this. Okay. Got another cable tie for these CPU cables. All these built-in cable ties are pretty freaking nice, not gonna lie. Okay, got those nice and tucked over there. This guy I want underneath these, like that. Cool. Okay, so then that is just gonna route over to the power supply. Let's get our motherboard power in here. What color are you using? The Trix Panorama. Going to buy that piece of a little board for $29.99. They go through a veteran-owned company for their laptops. Oh, nice. What up, Lord Kaimaster? How we doing? Computer programming is pretty tough when you're distracted with everything around you. Sorry. I'm probably not helping that. These little included cable combs are pretty nice too. Good work, MSI. Oh, we're all twisted. Here we go. Okay, got that. Got that. Just like that. And that's going to go back to our power supply. These guys will pull together. Figure something out with that. Maybe run these up here like that. Okay. Yep. All right. Power supply Any plastic on it that we need to take off? Doesn't look like it. Cool. Let's get our GPU power cable in here. You can sing a song. Do it. It's quiet. You're at a park of Einstein's Park Playground. Huh. Never heard of that. Okay, put that there. We'll run this guy that way too. Why are these cables all twisted around on each other? The heck? They're like twisted. Maybe we'll do this side as the GPU side. Maybe that'll look nicer. Okay, there we go. Should keep it at least a little bit clean. Okay, that's nice and seated. This is gonna sit in there. Our CPU power in here. Just like that. Get our motherboard power in here. Like so. And let's slide this in here. Actually, change my mind. Motherboard power underneath CPU power. Okay, got that in there. It's like just not quite long enough to do that, but we'll might be able to make that work. What up, Samil? Bro, the AI mod is very sensitive. Oh yeah, no, you can't say the word redneck in it. You can't. It won't let you. I found that out. Yeah, this thing's gonna be very powerful, KaiMaster. This will have HDMI, and it'll have DisplayPort. Okay, let's get all that plugged in. Need to figure out what we're gonna do with this in a way that makes it look nice. I think we're gonna go up with it. that gonna make its way up there, maybe? Come on. Come in. You can fit through the little gap, please. Fine. There we go. Okay. There's that. That looks a little cleaner down there. Yeah, we still have to deal with that. Got our GPU power cable, which we can feed right through here. Oh, come on. And that's gonna just go right over to the front. Turn that way out of the power supply. Okay, that's out to the front. And we're ready for our CPU cooler, you guys. We're ready for the CPU cooler. Look at that. It's coming together. Okay. Let's do it. Explain labor theory of value. No, I'm not going to try and do that. I'm an engineer, not an econ major. M1KG. Which one of these two should I get? MSI Mag, X870 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. I prefer the MSI. I don't particularly like Gigabyte motherboards. Their software kind of sucks and it's a pain to deal with. And so I would much rather use MSI, personally. Does that mean your name is derogatory? Apparently it does. Apparently it does. Okay. And we don't have a choice on the direction of this because the tails are already in the back. All right, let's bring it down. We're gonna have to shift this for 120. So this is how easy this is, you guys. Undo, or we'll loosen 2 bolts. And then you just shift. Oh, maybe loosen a little more. Come on. Then you just line up, there's a nice little yellow line on here. Line that up with the 120 on that side. Line it up with the 120 on that side. And then tighten it back down. And we're now set up for a 360 millimeter radiator. Boom. Just like that. Easy. Okay. And then we need this. For the cable here. It'd be easier to do it now. That's kind of coming out of the middle, so we'll run it back here. All right, let's do this. Just take that off for now. We don't need the screen on just yet. Come on. Boom, just like that. Hold that in place. I'll get a couple of bolts in here to hold it its own weight. What's the most challenging part of PC building? Besides speccing components, cable management is the most difficult part. I'm on a build with that same board and PCT, but I'll be running a 5090. Have they solved the issue? No. It's a hardware problem, the way that the boards and the cables are designed. There's no fixing it, to be honest. It really just comes down to the quality of the power cable and the connector on the GPU. There's literally nothing that can be done about it. It's just a crappy design in my opinion. Yo, Richard, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, dude. Appreciate you. Some W's in the chat for Richard. I'm thinking the VGA would be better because you customize the resolution size. Dude, nobody uses VGA anymore. You're not gonna find anything modern with a VGA on it. It just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, you can set resolutions just in Windows. As long as your monitor supports it, you can just adjust the resolution down. If you want lower resolution. If you want higher resolution, there's nothing you can do because the monitor can only support what it can support. What about CPU, Noel? All right, there we go. That is installed. It's looking good. We can do a couple of things here. Put this guy back on. Oh, it goes all the way up there. There we go. Boom. Boom, got that nice front panel back on. Put our top panel back on now. There we go. Huh? There we go. Is that on right? There we go, yeah, sheesh. Okay. Got those back on. And then this guy, I believe we want to mount this way. Like that. Okay. So, got some pre-installed thermal paste on there. Cool. Very nice of them to do that. Before I take that off completely, let's get these guys out here so we can bolt it down. ASRock's using the 12 HP power AM5 socket. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Okay, got that one started. Come on. Yeah, it's such a bummer with all this stuff with ASRock, because like for a long time, ASRock has made really good quality stuff at really reasonable pricing. So I really hope they're able to get stuff sorted out, because I actually really like using their stuff. I don't use it on higher end systems anymore because of like the X3D issues, but for like budget friendly systems, it's kind of hard to go wrong with an ASRock. My goodness. It's a lot of twisting. There we go, finally got to the bottom there. Yeah, it's a Lazy Susan and it's incredible. I'm not that worried, but has anyone heard anything? Yeah, dude, the Lazy Susan is a game changer. Y'all can thank Richard for saving my back by suggesting I get one. I actually kind of had to like custom make this one. The like rotating part I bought on Amazon, and this I actually bought at like Home Depot and painted it. Okay, so first this guy needs to go into our pump port up there. Well, it's kind of hidden now. Go like that. Pull that to the back. We got our fans here. So we need our CPU cooler fan port here. Sorry, I know you guys can't see anything, but like, to be honest, I can't really see anything. So we're just gonna go with it for now. All right, so we got those in there. And we've got our RGB for the RGB fans. That needs to come around the side here. There's a port right there for that. Okay, got that. All right, so all that stuff is plugged in. Let's get this guy in there so that we can do the cable management for this USB. And this is gonna have to go up into that same space up there. Don't worry, I'm setting the screen down, but it's got a protector on it still, so it's not gonna scratch. Boom, just like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna pull all of this stuff together for one nice big happy zip tie. That's gonna keep that pump cable especially nice and tight. Just make sure we get it around that. There we go. Okay. Got that in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, well, we didn't quite use that, but that's okay. All right, got all that through there. Okay, got that nice and tight. Now we just gotta make our way down here with this USB cable. Like that. Like that. Okay. And where are our USB 2s? They're right there. I think I still want to go on the right hand side just to keep it a little more consistent. I can. Okay. Just like that. Put it right next to that fan cable. Boom. And we just have to deal with the extra length on the back, which is going to be easy. We just stick it back through there, like so. Boom. And then I think we just tighten up this here, these CPU power cables with this nice little zip tie spot we've got. Because it's not, they're just not quite long enough to reach to that cable tie on the left. So I'm not gonna force them over there. Like that. And then we'll do one more zip tie here. Just keep that all together. Okay. And now all we gotta do is deal with this stuff on the left. It should be pretty easy. Make sure none of that's coming unplugged. Okay. And should have one more spot down here at the bottom, maybe? No? No? Okay, so we'll do one more little shorty. It's not connected to anything, but it'll just keep the cables tight. There we go. Once I clip all these zip ties, it's gonna look pretty sweet. Alrighty, what do we think of that so far, chat? How are we feeling about that cable management job? When do you think 60 series graphics cards will come out? Not for a while, because they're releasing 50 series, the super cards, late this year. So it'll be at least another year. I think the riptide boards are beautiful, but there's always a catch. Yeah. Opinions on fish tank cases? I think they look great. They've probably been overdone at this point. Like, they're not as cool and new as they used to be, but I still think they look good. I know it's irrelevant to the problem, but I'm buying an ASRock RX 9060 16 gig Challenger. Do you know if it has any problems like heating issues and voltages? Not that I've heard. ASRock makes great GPUs. Lily has a new O11 mini case. I really like the O11 mini. The Montech King 95 is a great one. I have that one on my website. The premier gaming PC is in the Montech King 95. Waiting for someone to ask you to build in the Cougar Omni X. I almost bought it, but trying to plug in USBs already. Did the same thing with your lazy Susan? Isn't it great? Duke Nukem. Yeah, Microsoft DOS was a minute ago. Not gonna lie. All right, y'all. It's time. It's time. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? This might be the last ever Founders Edition 50 series I get. This might be the last one I ever built. I haven't heard anything from my rep at Best Buy about them getting any new ones, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't ever get another one. Enjoy it while you can, because this thing, I love the Founders Edition cards, you guys. I would have kept one for myself if I was planning on upgrading my system. But my 4070 Ti Super is still running hot. And by hot, I mean great and nice and cool. Okay, two slots. Start with the second one. Goodness gracious. Why is it so tight? Maybe if I get my iFixit driver in there. I feel like they put these right in between. I feel like they didn't want to put them inside, but they didn't want to put them outside, and so they kind of put them in between. And with this little lip here, makes it a little difficult with my regular screwdriver. Okay. There we go. I need to put that before I put it back in. There it is. The RTX 5080 Founders Edition. So beautiful. So beautiful. No, Harry, don't look at the light. I can't help it. It's so beautiful. That's how I feel looking at this GPU. There it is. We got the click. We got the click. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll use my tiny screwdriver. I guess you could use a flathead instead of the Phillips on these. All right, there's that. And then, oh, well, I was gonna use this built-in GPU support, but it's a little too far over. But have no fear. I should have one that'll fit. Got a bunch of these. This one says MSI. Can I fit it over in this little corner maybe? Or is that gonna hit the fan? Is that as high as it goes? No, it's not as high as it goes. Well, it's not doing much, but it'll keep it from really sagging over time. Okay, got that. And we gotta throw this guy in there. Come on. There it is. Got the click. The all-important click. And there it is, chat. What do we think? It's gonna be up against the glass. There's really nothing I can do about that. It'll be fine. It's not contacting anything. Yep. Tubes aren't touching. There it is. There it is. Ugh. What do we think of that? All right, first, cable management. What's my score on that cable management, chat? A through F. Or 1 through 5 stars, however you guys want to do it. It's up to you. Reverse build only in the 011XL. My last build is 5 years old. Oh, board and CPU in that earlier message. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get like a X3D CPU, I would suggest not getting a ASRock motherboard. But other than that, I mean, I personally would go MSI or Asus. Get yourself an X870E if you're gonna put the money on it. Hope my cables turn out as nice. Premature emoji, wow. Wow, Mean Dean. Oregon Trail's still the GOAT, 100%. Oregon Trail's the best. You like it, Panda? I think those cables look nice. I think those cables look nice. All right, let's close up the back. A little dust on it. And who's ready to see this baby fire up for the first time ever? Who's ready for it, chat? 5 stars, thank you, Mean Dean. Yo, what up, Grav? All right, favorite emojis in the chat if you're ready to see this baby get powered on. I want to see it. Show me your favorite emoji. If you're in Kick, it probably should be a pineapple panda emoji. I'm just saying. Grav, love it. Mean Dean, love it. Richard going crazy. Mr. Rainbow, oh, the trees. Sick. Got an A from Body Count. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. Don't have my stream on here yet. Oh no. It's okay, you can show them the video on YouTube later. It's fine, it'll be up there. All right, so as a reminder, we've got a Ryzen 9 9950X 3D. We've got 64 gigs of RAM, RTX 5080, 5 terabytes of Samsung storage. Got the Trix Panorama 360. We've got a 1250 watt power supply. And we've got the Corsair 4000D airflow with some Corsair RS120 fans and the MSI MPG X870E carbon Wi-Fi. First ever power on. Where's the power button? I don't know where it is. It's down there. Boom. Here, let's set the lighting up a little bit better. Let's bring down the house a little bit. Bring down the house lights a little bit. Thing's a hoss, my goodness. You feel insecure now? How much does this build cost? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. This PC, if you were to buy it without, oh, Wrong thing. If you were to buy it without a creator code, you would be looking at 2,900. Wait, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. You would be looking at $4,308. Now, you might be asking, why does a 5080 build cost that much? Well, we went for a lot of flash. We've got the Trix Panorama, expensive CPU cooler. We've got 64 gigs of RAM. We've got 5 terabytes of storage. And yeah, got an overall baller build. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I thought it had your thing selected when I opened up my Google Drive, but it had changed it to the wrong one. That's my bad. Playing on a laptop currently, and you want a gaming PC so bad? Well, you know how to find me, redneckengineer.com, and you can go buy yourself a PC today. You just go over there, got some pre-builts ready to go, add them to cart. Maybe use Shop Pay to pay them off, and yeah, you'll get to see it built live just like this. Or you can do a custom build route. This was a custom build route, so you go in, you fill out like, this is how I want to look, this is how much I want to spend, this is maybe what I want to use it for, this is the color I want it to be, and I will put together a bespoke quote just for you. Just install the last 6 8TB SATA SSD drives your PC has. My goodness, what are you doing that you need so many drives or so much storage? Yes, Shop Pay is it's paying with installments. It's financing. You don't have to use Shop Pay. You can use, PayPal, debit, credit card, Apple Pay, whatever. But it is an option. Creator code. So I have several content creators that I am partnered with. So if you follow one of them, they all have codes to get you a discount on a PC. Send photos when I set it up? Yes, please do. If I order the ugliest PC ever, would you still build it live? Yes. As long as it's like a PC that will work. Like, I'm not gonna let you spec out a bunch of parts that don't work together and don't fit, but I don't care if it's ugly. I did a build on purpose that I called the ugly PC that was all like Noctua, like brown fans and brown cables and stuff. Looked sick. You have 5 shelves of storage. 4K lossless video editing? See, that makes sense. Will there ever be something where we build it with you? Probably not. I mean, if you lived locally, possibly I could do that, but I don't have that as there's not an option on the website for people to come build it with me. Dude, the PC does look fire, that's for sure. Looks incredible. And when we set all that RGB up real nice, get the LCD screen on here set up, it's gonna look good. You're emotional? Well, you're gonna love it, Panda. You're gonna love it. Money talks. That's right. Probably gonna have to charge you extra to come build it with me because it's gonna take a bunch of time. Shop again, redneckengineer.com. It should be in the description of the video, but if you just spell my name exactly how it is on the channel, REDNEK engineer.com, it'll take you right to my website. Yes, we did use the stock AIO fans for this one. Been saving for a while. I can tell, because, yeah, we went all out on this system, Panda. This thing is so cool. Yes, this is the first case that I put in yours. It was just on my mind because I had spec'd this one out recently, and I have it. So I just was like, oh, we'll select that one because it's a cool case. Especially fun because I started as a no-cam PS5 stream for a few months. Oh, that's cool. Come a long way, huh? Your old PC's almost 10 years old? That's wild. there a difference between SP fans and airflow, or is that a myth? SP? Static pressure fans? I mean, every fan creates static pressure. But there are fans that are more designed for higher flow, low pressure versus like ones that are high pressure. So like a one with a really big static pressure would be really useful for if you have a case that has a lot of restriction, or if you're using it on like a radiator where there's more restriction to pull the air through. That would be why. Why a reference card? Because they're awesome. This is the last reference card I had. When the order went through, that's what we used, because that's what I had. And their MSRP. This was $1,000 5080. I'm not gonna do any undervolting or anything like that. I will I'll set up XMP and stuff in the BIOS. I'll make sure 4G encoding and resize bar are on. I'll set the fan curves. I install Windows. I update all of the GPU, motherboard drivers. I update Windows. I will stress test it. I'll install the software for the tricks. I'll install the software for controlling all the RGB, but I don't do overclocking and stuff. Don't they heat up easily? No, the cooling on these ones have been really good. The 50 series cooling has been super solid. This will have its own power protector. Thank you. It needs it. Yeah, backup. Get a UPS for sure. Uninterruptible power system. You gotta have it for a high quality PC. Yeah, the Dragon looks sick, doesn't it? I can't see the temps because it doesn't have windows or anything on it. I literally just built it. I can't see windows or anything. You can't see the CPU temps either. It's not fully booted because I don't have anything plugged into it and whatnot. I'll see it once I get into the BIOS, but I don't do that on stream. Wait, are you talking about the CPU or the GPU, Joey? It does look really good. Yeah, definitely invest money into a quality UPS, 100%. Good night, Mr. Rainbow. Thank you for stopping in, dude. Yeah, Panda's buying it. What up, Johnny? Yeah, Panda heard about me through Steffi Evans. I built her a dishwasher PC. It literally looks like a dishwasher on the outside. The RAM slots will be offset. I mean, that's how you're supposed to install RAM. You're supposed to do DIMM A2 and DIMM B2, aka the second and fourth slot from the CPU. If you don't do them like that, you're not going to be running in dual channel. I have the same CPU and AIO, and it runs hot, in my opinion. I mean, what do you consider hot? Like, what is it running at? I mean, it definitely depends on what you're doing. If you're pulling a lot of heat, it's going to get hot. And the X3D CPUs naturally run a little bit hotter. I did help out Cracked. Yeah, he's building like a server-level stream PC, like with like a Threadripper and stuff. And I spent some time with him to try and figure out why his PC wouldn't work, and we figured it out. Looks great. Hey, thank you, P. Looking at downsizing my case from a Fantech Ethod 2. Any recommendations? Like, how small are you wanting to go? And how much do you want to spend on a case? Nope, Sleeper PC is sold. It's gone. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I did. I built Kenneth's PC too. $200. Do you want it small like in every direction, or are you thinking more of just like the footprint of it? Because like Fantex, when you said Ethod, did you mean the Evolve? Oh, something you could be portable with? I mean, no matter what, if we're talking portable, you're probably gonna have to go, I would go down to an ITX case. Corsair has the, what is it called? The 1000D, I think, or 2000D. It's like a little tower, like a little like rectangular tower. That would be really good. And you can fit a 360 millimeter AIO in that one. You could go with like the Lee A4 H2O. Is another really good little ITX case. On idle, is doing 5560, did an undervolt. Feels like the cooler it gets with, it will always push itself harder. Oh yeah, I mean it'll recognize the overhead that it has, and it'll push harder if you get it cooler. So 55 to 60C is a little high for idle. But you see the X3D CPUs tend to be like in the 40s at a minimum at idle, whereas like a non-X3D CPU from Intel or AMD, I can usually get those at like in the mid 30s at idle. Yeah, no problem, Vikram. The video shows the RAM slots, or could be the lighting on the RAM. Looks offset. Oh, no, actually it's this. This thing looks like it slid down. Here, let me turn it off. No, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now, hold on. I thought you meant the like left to right spacing. No, this RGB just slid down somehow. Oh, well, now it just came out. There we go. It's just a little loose. There we go. That feels tight. Nope, they weren't supposed to be offset. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying what you meant, because I didn't notice that at first. You wish you had 40C idle? Have you checked that your AIO is mounted 100% perfect and that you also have good coverage with your thermal paste? Yeah, that does make a difference too. I didn't break it. There's no way that could be my fault. Chilgan? I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but I only know English and a little bit of Spanish, so I don't know what you said. That kind of looks to me like Turkish, which again, I don't know, but I have been to Turkey a couple times and I've worked with a lot of people from Turkey in my day job, but I don't know what you're saying. The RGB on them is really nice though. You're right. Wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. Yeah, and if you get, if you're gonna replace the thermal paste, dude, this stuff, you don't need to buy it in this big of a tub, but this Gennel, oh, it's really dark, sorry. It's G-E-N-N-E-L. It's Gennel Thermal Grease, the G107. That's what I use on builds, especially when they don't come pre-spread. It's really good and it lasts for like forever. I thought you were going nuts. Percussive with the follow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rare PB Nick with the follow, thank you. That was a while ago. Yo, what up, Fade Away? Had to take off my AIO to reseat my CPU and had to get new paste for it. Yeah, that'll happen. Yo, what up, Tim? What you doing, dude? You just missed the build, man. We're all done. Look at how beautiful that is. Just, oh yeah. Here, I'll brighten it up just a little bit for you. Oh. Get a little bit better look at the inside. Look at the front. So good. It's a nice one. Debating using a pre-cut Grizzly pad. So the only problem that I have with those pads, the thermal pads, you have to have a really, really good mounting pressure, I found, on your CPU cooler. Like some CPU coolers are just not capable of providing enough mounting pressure for those thermal pads to work well. So I would do a little bit of like research to see if your CPU cooler has enough like mounting pressure to like compress that thermal pad so you get proper cooling. Our Tuesday plans are tonight, so we missed it. Didn't it already start? You told me it was Tuesday. What time does it start? It's 6 to 8. Oh, so at this point, we wouldn't be there till like after 7. Yeah, I think we're just gonna miss it. Looks like my new baby and will be treated as such. Good, Panda. Just taking it skydiving. Obviously travel size. I don't know about that. You're welcome, Joey. Derek here, 7900 XTX fix with the bad case. Oh, what's up, dude? Upgraded to a 5090, had to bring, and about to bring it back to you. You figured it out though? Total noob, hope all is well. Hey, I'm glad you figured it out. Dude, that's sweet. Upgraded to the 5090? My man. Yeah, just take a photo of it. There you go. That's a better idea. Hey, thank you, Fadeaway. All right, y'all. That's the end of the build. I need to call my wife and see what we're gonna do. I think it's already too late at this point. I don't think there's much point in us driving across town. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hope you have a good night. I gotta figure stuff out, and we'll see you on the next one. We've got another build. I think it'll be this week. I'm still waiting on some of the parts, but I think they'll be here by the end of this week. So hopefully we'll have another build here in the next few days. All right. See you on the next one. Okay. Bye. 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 Good night. Goodbye. Bye.